from stream. This has been a week, has it not? I hope all of you are doing well.
Corner. P corner. P corner.
P corner?
P corner.
Are we peeing in this corner?
I hope all of you are doing well, and oh, I just realized my captions aren't up, so let me fix that. How about now? Okay, there we go. Well, this has been a week, has it not? I hope all of you are doing well, but I understand if you are not. I decided that I didn't decide. I realized I was going to have trouble having a traditional conversation, which felt kind of selfish, actually, because I know people need a place to hang out right now. So I am sorry to my community for not being able to do that, and I appreciate the support that I've gotten. So right now I'm hoping to provide a calm, safe place where people can hang out, and I'm happy to chat with them through chat. And if that's not your jam, I completely understand. If you happen to be in my Discord, I'll try. What is that? Oh, that looked strange. Is it silk fiber? Let's try and spin that. Yeah, see, that's what my brain's gonna do all night. So I needed something that I could. Needed something that I could distract with, but still be. Still something to look at. I keep looking at Twitter. I'm getting some good information there, that kind of thing. Will you eat eggs? Okay. Do you like anything yet? No. All right. I haven't given you anything you dislike either, so. Great. Eggs. Don't I have wheat now? Yeah, let's make. There, let's make that. Yeah, mushroom dude wants a snack. Oh, that's right, he doesn't like vegetables and stuff. Doesn't like fruits and vegetables. How dare. Popcorn, you can have popcorn. Does seem to like popcorn. Antique bust and a fancy vase. Well, would you look at that? See what the hummingbird wants. Bossing you around reminds me of being bossed around back in the days. I know. Me? If you can believe it. It reminds me of my last job. My brother doesn't like me mentioning it too often. We were... Wait, they're brothers? How did I miss that? Like, how? We were in forces for Mr. Carmino. Any orders, we would do them. Nothing was too small a request, and we were efficient. We would always get the job done. No one could stop us. Not even the feds. Bad timing. If you play your cards right, you might even be on our levels pretty soon. Uh-huh. You got planks. Give me planks. Yeah, he gave me a bunch of planks. That was really nice of him. Thank you, Atul. Will you drew something? I'll look at it in a second. I gotta take the bread out of the oven. Which I assume is bread. Bread! Let's cook one of you with... pork, I guess. See what happens there. What'd you draw? Did it's drawing for you. It's just so nice. Let's see, what are we doing here? We got potatoes, which I haven't tried to cook yet. Got more fire glows. I think I heard the windmill stop. Energy levels are interesting to think about. Like, how do you recognize what your energy level is? Is it a consistent thing? You know, or is it like, if you can recognize what your energy level is, can you recognize what your energy level is like all the time? Do you just know stuff, bro? Or is it a guessing game? Do you guess what your energy levels are, respond according to what you think your energy levels are, and then hope that that works? And if it does, then that must be what your energy levels were. Or, and then you can, if you do that enough times, maybe you recognize that feeling. Hi, bud. Do you want to come say hi to stream? This is Ellipsis. She's my baby service dog. We call her Ipsy for short. And she's feeling rowdy. Normally when she's feeling like this, Papa hangs out with her. Off. Come on, off. And because she's a baby service dog, we have to regularly... indulge is not the right word, but encourage the interruption she just did. Okay, lay down. No, lay down. Hey, I said lay down. And the funny thing with, well, I honestly believe all dogs should be treated this way, but you got to be consistent with them. So if I say down, even if she doesn't want to lay down, I need to lead her into that. You know, no punishment or anything like that, but to make sure that she'll follow through, so that the next time I ask, you know, she knows that it's important that she does that. Does that make sense? Okay, what do I get from the kitchen? I made a meat pie. Okay, let's look at that recipe. Just meat and flour. Okay. I'm out of flour, but I think I have potatoes that I haven't made yet. Let's make one of those. So yeah, it's important. She's pretty cute though, so like, what are you gonna do? And she's pretty good at entertaining herself. She just wants love. I don't mind giving it to her. I've got a Rosie. Hi, Rosie. Let me know if you're able to have company tonight, and I'd love to try playing Daffodil. If not, I'll play The Sims and watch. I can probably do company tonight. My problem is I'm having trouble having traditional conversations. And what's interesting about that is I am surrounded by people that probably don't mind. But the thing is they might think they don't mind. And even the ones that don't, that really don't actually don't mind. I'm still thinking about it too much, and there are times where I'm not thinking about it too much, and there are times where I'm thinking about it too much. And today's one of those days, but if you want to try, I'm happy to do that. Stop, come back here. I need to feed you. So I'll get distracted and wander. But we can try that if you'd like. Grilled steak. That's probably good. Let's give you your favorite thing, pork chops. Stella, this is amazing, amazingly good. I can't believe it. This is my favorite dish. Thank you, Captain. Thank you. I don't want to add any stress to your night in your fun game. I really appreciate that. But I do think it would be fun to try the daffodil thing. What I'm going to do So I do... I made a potato and all I got was a grilled veggie. Oh, I'm grumpy about that. What can I combine you with? Let's see if I can get steak and potatoes out of potato and beef. So I run... I have a Discord community that I curate. So I will not be posting a link online so anybody can join. And I try to get to know the people that are in there. My brain has wandered. What was I doing? Oh, so I have an area in my Discord that I stream from. What I'm going to do is give Rosie access to this space. So Rosie, you should see that now in Discord. It's called Stream. And you can jump in. Oh, we need to do the whole... Isn't there a complicated way of... We have to do like a thing? Yeah, I have to set something up here. Hang on. Rosie very, very helpfully sent me links and I just have to find them. Nope, I've completely lost the links. That's annoying. Yes, I can hear you. And I believe Stream can as well.
Beautiful.
I was just looking for the link to get this set up. Stream.
Yeah, let me send you my friend code again. Because you need to be friends with me on Steam.
Got it.
That would be the #1 hurdle.
Got it. Okay. Stream. This is Rosie_Games. She is wonderful, and I will let her introduce herself now.
I mean, hi. Yeah, I feel like you did a great job with that. I'm Rosie_Games, as Spoon just said. And we've just been chatting about how playing this game, because it looks like it's super fun, and potentially I can join in.
Ooh, do I have to put your name in front of those numbers?
Nope, it should be when you go to add a friend, under your profile, there should be enter a friend code.
Oh yeah, I did that wrong. Cool.
So you shouldn't even need my name.
Psh, who needs names?
Names are overrated.
They really are sometimes.
Let's see, once that comes through on this side.
Although, I used somebody's correct spelling. Oh, that did not work. Wait, did I do that wrong again? Hang on. Enter a friend code. Yeah. No, I did it. I did it in the wrong spot.
That's okay. There we go.
There it is.
I've been added to your friends list. I accept.
I used...
Okay, so when you're in the game, you should be able to hit Alt-Tab, I believe it is on... Nope, not Alt-Tab. Control-Tab? There's a button. Hang on, let me look it up. And you'll get like an overlay that pops up. Like the Steam overlay.
Oh, I think that is Alt-Tab. No, it's not Alt-Tab. Shift-Tab?
Alt-Tab
Shift-Tab.
You out. Okay. And... I'm finding the link I sent you because I don't remember. Oh, that's the link you sent me. Oh, there it is.
Is that it?
Yeah. I would like to play a game. Whoa. Okay.
Oh. Wait, there you are. Okay. I'm going to disable the incoming audio on...
Yes.
On Steam so that it can just go through Discord because Discord is better. Somehow.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So I think I can shift tab out of this. Nope, I did that wrong. So are you controlling the kitten now?
I am not controlling the kitten, but I'm watching you. So that's
you're moving things around.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, you're moving Stella at this point. Hang on a minute. Give me 1 second. Give me control. You're controlling my computer somehow.
Oh.
1 second. Okay. I don't know how we can keyboard daffodil. Will that work? No. Are you using a keyboard or a...
Yeah. Do none. I don't know if that'll work, but I'm not on your game, so I don't want it to think I'm playing it with you, like at your house.
I think it does think that. So I'm moving it now, and if you do the keys, then you'll move it. Yeah. So you're moving Stella. That's interesting.
All right. If it's too complicated, we can cancel out of it. I'll look it up to see if there's more details on how to make it work.
Okay. Feel free to hang out with me while you're doing that.
Oh yeah.
I think you have to... Oh, I'm going to kick the player. I hate that terminology, but I'm gonna get out of that. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
It's just it's such aggressive terminology, you know. I do not appreciate it, but kid. Nope, I went in the box instead. No, come back. Ugh. This whole like hummingbird carrying the wow, I can't talk today. I don't know how I went in and did an actual job all day today. The like bull, like the yeah, that's what he's called. This guy. The hummingbird carrying this giant bull thing is just highly entertaining.
I need a USB controller.
My brother's been asking when we were gonna get fed already. Oh yeah, me too. So you need a USB controller because I'm using the keyboard?
Need two different things, yeah. Well, we just need two different things, whatever it is.
Interesting. I don't know where my USB controller is.
Oh, but you already said it's harder for you to use that, so.
It can be, yeah. I think the problem I have with the USB controller is I don't have any USB spots open right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I can make that happen. I just need, that is more complicated than I can handle at this moment.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
So I will happily log off here and just chat with you, so you can hang out and just relax if you want. I can hop into chat on stream.
If that's okay, that would be helpful. It's not that I don't like talking to you, it's that I am over-conscious of how I'm talking, if that makes sense.
You don't have to worry about my feelings being hurt.
I
hop onto chat and bug you there.
I appreciate that, thank you.
Of course.
It's such an odd thing, stream, where... Oh! I can hug the kitten! How did I hug the kitten? Dang it, I'll never know. I'll never know. So I talk to myself normally. Wasn't it adorable? I don't know how I did it, Rosie. I talk to myself normally. And I talk to, like, no one can share an office with me at work for many reasons, but the funniest reason is because I talk out loud all the time. I talk to the dogs, I talk to my computer, I talk to everything. And so what I've been noticing is on stream is it doesn't feel like talking, it just feels like I just made this connection. It feels like a stream of consciousness. And it doesn't take the same spoons that like a conversation does. Because with a conversation you have to balance the expectations that are there that I've been taught as an autistic. This is both like been told and also like the experiences I've had, is that there's a flow to the conversation that you have to respect is an odd word, but something like that. It takes a lot of spoons to follow that thread. Like in a conversation, if I were having a conversation right now and I had stopped talking because, oh, somehow I got rid of the jump hold, interact, confirm, boat trajectory, and clock. Got it, okay. What was I saying? Right, so if I was having a conversation with somebody and like there's persons around, people and persons around, and I got distracted, that's a no-no. Rosie says, I completely get that. My dogs are much easier to talk at than having to talk to my partner. Right, because there are expectations there, you know, and I'm ADHD and autistic. My general responses to humans just are not quite right. So I've set up some alarms in my head, which I can do as an autistic, to check for like awkward silences, or like there's a list of things in my head I'm not supposed to do. Where are we supposed to be going? Build a smithy. Pay the woodworker's fee. That's so much. I need to build a crusher. I need to go to Oxbury. Fried chicken I'm working on. Picture frame. Build the crusher. Well, let's head to Oxbury. Which I think was here? No. Right, so conversational alarms, right? And alarms I put in my head so that I, you know, if I do a certain if I'm heading towards a certain behavior, I'm doing a certain behavior, the little alarm goes off in my head and I think, okay, that's, you know, don't do that. And it's, I guess you could call it a coping mechanism, right? Because other humans like to talk to me now. Anyway, I don't have to do that when I'm on stream. You know, and chat I can check on every now and then, and it's the kind of thing where, like, I can check on chat right now. So I do check on chat right now. And so I can, you know what I mean? Wait, what do I do with the... I need the crusher. Let's see what it takes to build the crusher. I think I'm still missing something. Zinc. Can I look on the map where I can find zinc? I'm so bad at remembering what I'm doing in these games. That's why I never stop playing. Yeah, I need to go to the South Point docks. We're gonna go there first. No, I want zinc. I want to build that crusher because I think I need the crusher to make the... Because I've got... I have... olives, and I bet I have to... Yes, see, I can make olive oil if I place it in the crusher. That's with that. Then I can make fried chicken. Ugh. Rosie said, absolutely, it's fun to watch you play, and maybe I might want to get it. Yeah, it's a really good game. I really enjoy playing it. And I'm sure that if you play it the different... Like, there's all kinds of directions you can take this in, right? No, I don't want to go there. I'm trying to hug the cat. Ah! I kneel down, and then I press E when I'm near the cat, and I can hug her. I'm so excited. Right, so if I'm on stream, those don'ts, that list of don'ts is smaller, right? Like it's things like there are a list of topics I don't want to bring up today, for example, or in general. There's a usual list of topics I don't like to bring up, right? So that's true in normal conversations as well. Like the most common and one that I can think of that everybody goes, oh yeah, you can't do that, is you don't ask a lady if she's pregnant. It's never appropriate. Never do that. And there are so many horror stories of people doing that for, you know, it made sense that they asked even, and it's just it's never a good idea, right? That kind of list gets it's something I can control, and it isn't based on whoever I'm talking to right now. Random guy. It's definitely on my list, right? Can't ask a lady if she's pregnant. Can't do that. It's something I can control, right? And it's such a solid, like, is this the zinc? I guess it's like the most broad list possible because I'm talking to the internet. Right, so there's, oh, that's coal. Ah, got it. So it's the easiest way to talk. And I don't have anybody here. Is this zinc? No, that's iron. Where did I get zinc, y'all? And if I do things like forget what I'm talking about or get distracted for a minute, it doesn't matter because I'm not really talking to anybody in real life, you know. I'm just, I mean, I'm talking to chat, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. It's just easier. There are fewer expectations. Person you have to read. That's marble. Where the hell did I pick up zinc here? With, what was I saying? Right, the expectations are easier. When you're talking to a person, that whole interaction is unpredictable. You don't know what that person's gonna say. You don't know what that person's gonna object to or anything like that, right? Like it's a whole conundrum that you have to be really careful with. Or you're doomed to fail if your name is Sean. Can I break these boxes? No. Did you give me zinc? Oh, okay. And people are super unpredictable. Don't like it. Don't like people being unpredictable. It's not my favorite thing in the world. And so on stream, I can predict that people will talk in chat. And I can predict that they're gonna have conversations. They're gonna start conversations usually around like the game I'm playing and stuff. And that's something I can deal with. I'm playing the game right now. I got it. You know? Seriously, the map said that this place had zinc. Ugh. No zinc. Okay. That is absolutely maddening. Where else can I get zinc? We're gonna go to these old crates. Hey. Don't forget to build a crusher. I'm working on it. Oh no! Oh, I went right by him. Shish kebabs. Anyway, that's my weirdly long explanation on why I'm streaming tonight instead of hanging out in a virtual room with the friends. Oh, I just figured out. Why this makes more sense to me than hanging out in a room doing nothing. I figured it out. Y'all ready for this? Oopsie, lay down. Lay down. I have a really hard time hanging out with people in any capacity when I don't have anything to do. Right? You have to make up topics. You have to do all of those things, and that is very difficult for me. Is this zinc? Yes, okay. Now we're gonna go to a turtle and we're gonna grow more zinc. Okay, we're gonna do that. And so when I was younger, somebody helped me figure out that if I invite people over to my house, right? It's a hot mess. It does not go well. You know, all those conversations I mentioned, right? I need you. Okay, so what I would do instead is I would invite them over for board games, right? And then we would have something to do. And then we would have, board games have rules, and everybody usually agrees to play by those rules, or there's some small tweaks, right? And you play the game and you can have conversation within the rhythms of the game. That helped me regulate those kinds of conversations. It was so incredibly helpful. It is one of the reasons I play board games to this day, and one of the reasons I like them so well, because they're really, that kind of thing is very, very helpful for me. I know I'm making a fried chicken chip. This is the same thing. If I were hanging out in a Discord room, that would be awkwardly hanging out, right? I don't usually do that, right? I've always got something I'm doing. I'm either knitting or I'm playing this game. This is why this format makes the most sense to me. I'm playing, like, this is my board game that I'm playing, and you're all sort of hanging out. It's kind of unfair because you don't get to play the game too, and that's usually what happens, and that's why I've been feeling selfish. It would be like inviting everybody over to my house and watching me play a video game, and I've never done that before. That's really interesting. That's super interesting. Braids are weird, right, folks? Oh, come on. When I have just watered everything, and it starts raining, I am offended. Yeah, braids are super weird. But I think that's what it is. Really been struggling with that today because, well, the world is difficult right now. What happens if I put marble in here? Can I? No. Oh, I have aluminum. I don't think I've made this yet. Nope. Need one more coal. No? Don't need one more coal? Okay. There's a lot of my... I want to be the kind of friend that can just jump in a call and hang out with a human. And... oh, I broke it. Shoot. It's so distracted. And sometimes I can be. I actually did that recently and I was pleasantly surprised by myself. Hi, can you lay down? Lay down? Because it's a skill that I have to practice, you know. And sometimes I'm playing a video game, or I have tasks I do. Like, I do some of my volunteer tasks when I'm doing that kind of thing. But the important thing is, I can do it sometimes. When I have been having a hard time, it's more difficult. What happens if I put the mackerel in there? What happens? It has a heat. No, I made it too hot. Shoot. But there are special listening skills that you need to employ when you're hanging out with somebody. Rizzy says, yes, very weird. I assume to my braids are weird comment. Random guy knows what I'm talking about with the board games. You know, when random guy and I met, early 20s. Oh, I did it again! Shoot. I'm gonna ruin this fish. And a lot of people that age tend to drink to socialize. It's so you have something to do. He's familiar with... Did I melt the pot? Did the pot disappear? No, the pot's still there. Why didn't I see the pot for like a second? Anyway, that doesn't always work for me. I do have alcohol on the occasion, but definitely can't drink like I did when I was in my 20s. And so you need a replacement for that, and it's not sustainable either, and it's not inclusive. I mean, what if somebody doesn't want to drink or cannot drink or whatever? You know, so did it make something? No, it did not. Let's just say what a mess. You have a snack or something? Yeah, I can make you a snack. Mushroom dude. What do you want for food? No. Great. Are we there? Did I miss that? No one can drink like that anymore? Yeah, I know. We can't go outside and stuff and things. He says aha like Wordman says aha. Did anybody else hear that? He just went aha, just like Wordman. I hope somebody else heard that. I hope Wordman heard that. Why are you holding on to me, Munchkin? I might be old, but I still have a stomach. Oh, I can feed you. Do you have any likes or dislikes? Fine dining food. Right, okay. Planting zinc here immediately. Okay, now I can grow my own zinc. Quartz? What else can we grow? Marble. There might not be something somebody notices right away, or at all. You know that it's a smoother time when you have something to talk about, something to think about. 50 ash logs, but not a lot of oak logs. Let's grow another one of those. Yes, my friend. We're all done there. I like the noises the turtle makes. See you later then. Wait, no, the kitty! It's the kid, Daffodil. Get off there. Okay, good. Go back to Susan at some point. I've got so many. What's this I hear about a kitchen on board? Oh, you're hungry again. Do you have any likes and dislikes yet? Grilled veggies? Hey, so let me tell you something. This shit is just too simple. Oh, that's right. You don't like one ingredient things. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, they use such nasty language sometimes. What is 2 ingredients? Meat stew? Anyway, yay, figured it out. I still feel guilty though. Which I don't need any of you to be like, hey, don't feel guilty. Yeah. I'm not asking for that exactly. It's just an interesting part of the brain in the process, but a couple of years ago, I didn't know any autistics. Not a single one of them. Lately, I've gotten to know more. Some of them it's a new interaction. Some of them are old. Do you already have my stuff? I mean, okay. Awesome. Seems like cheating. totally forgot what I was talking about. If I plant 3 zinc here, I'll have 4 left. I think I only need 3. I think if I use the forge right now, I can get 2 for everything. So this seems like a good idea. Oh, anyway, I find that it's very... I mean, I love all my neurotypical friends, of course. But I find it very interesting to talk to autistics. So we're all very different. You know, there is a saying, if you've met one autistic, you've met one autistic. But I really find it entertaining. Yeah, I'm all done. Entertaining's not the right word. It's interesting getting to know autistic because your guesses about behavior tend to be more accurate. I don't know. Is it too much to say there's a sense of homecoming? It's not necessarily a sense of homecoming. It's like a, just, I don't know, a relief? I don't know. It's just, especially if they know they're autistic. It's always interesting talking to autistics that don't know they're autistic, but, or haven't got the diagnosis or especially don't want it. That's always fascinating. But, when you're talking to autistics that have, that know they're autistic, you can fairly safely assume you're going to find common ground somewhere. And you don't have that feeling when you talk to neurotypicals. And I know some of the nicest neurotypicals in the world. You still don't have that feeling. You know, you don't get that feeling because your autistics are raised in a world that isn't built for them. So they instead have to expect to deal with, like I said, adversity or expect to fail. I don't know what you call it, but that kind of thing, you know what I mean? And one of my favorite meetings with another autistic is I sort of waved at them from across a hallway. And I was like, and they started to put their mask, we didn't know each other, they started to put their mask back on. You know, they were clearly exhausted, and I could tell because they were throwing a lot of the same signs I throw. What did I hit? Oh, I'm hitting the rocks. And I said, oh, you don't need to do that, I'm autistic too. And they were like, oh, okay. They took their mask off and just talked to me, but in sort of a, I guess you know, meat, is fish considered meat? Let's try it with shellfish. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we've got our own shorthand, frankly. Hi, no, I want to hang out with you. Please come back. Ugh. Like, it's relaxing, you know. Again, I love my neurotypical friends. I love my neurodiverse friends that aren't necessarily autistic. I think there's a lot of value in just the humans in general, but I really enjoy my interactions with those humans too. The non-butthead ones, of course. Sometimes it can just be nice. Really? That little bit? Falling stars. I don't want to feed you right now. I want to do the falling stars. You know, some people just don't get it. Oh, don't get me started on taste. Still find members of civilization left in this barbaric slaughterhouse that was once known as humanity. I want to catch stars. What is this? This is it. Exactly it. It tastes so unique, so special. I don't even get why some people would call this an acquired taste. Neophytes, assuredly. This is wonderful, Skipper. Thank you. Is this your favorite food? He likes acquired taste. What am I supposed to do with that? Who am I supposed to talk to about this? Is it you? Who am I supposed to talk to for this? I don't remember who I'm supposed to talk to for this about. Well, this is hilarious. I think I'm supposed to talk to this guy. No, don't go backwards. Shoot! Oh, it's pretty music. I don't like this. Feels bullied by Mickey. That's not great. Yeah, screw it. I'll water these plants. Sometimes this game is a little wonky. Only a little bit, though. There it is. Maybe I have to have all my plants watered first. Who knows? Would you like it last time? Ready to have some more? What do you say? Yes. Today. Just know that about ourselves. Today is not the day to jump. That's okay. Every day can't be your day. I wouldn't want it to be either. I'm so... It's really interesting the kind of, I mean, the feelings it can have. I've been listening to it at work and right before bed, or like when I'm making tea. I listen to it when I'm making tea a lot. That's such an interesting feeling, or set of feelings that it can bring out, which I really like. I really encourage y'all to just listen to the soundtrack. It's, you know, I shouldn't say that. I find listening to soundtracks very difficult if I don't know the material. Like, I couldn't listen to the Hamilton soundtrack until I watched it. Now I can listen to it. You know, and actually I'll need to watch Hamilton a couple of times before I can really, like, listen and get into the soundtrack. And that's just the way I am. That's just my brain. You know. So I guess I won't recommend that. If somebody recommended that to me, I'd be like, nah. But now that I really know and love this game, that's not what I meant to plan. I can listen to this in other contexts and I can be reminded of these feelings, which I find fascinating. I know, I have to build a crusher. It's very important. Oh, I have enough zinc to build a crusher. Hang on, I have to go build a zinc crusher. It's very important. Fisherman's pie. How did I do that? I think I did a potato and a fish. Let's try that again. No, Oxbury, go away. I must build a crusher. It's very important. Ask her. No, I don't care, Oxbury. I don't care. Am I helping somebody cheat? I don't like helping somebody cheat. It seems real shitty. That's what this adventure is, I am not a fan. glad this one's really forgiving. 'Cause I get out of the lines a lot. I think I need to cut up some ash planks. I know I'm trying. Oh, it's so annoying when you're in the way. Nope. Oh, don't you dare get in the way. Well, these are so hard to cut, the ash planks. Look how windy these are. I did that one okay, but it's not good enough. Hmm. Nope. Can't cut the ash planks to save my itty bitty life. I did it! I did that one really well. Yes. Okay, now I think I can build the crusher. Ta-da! It's not even that big. I'm gonna go crush all of the olives. Okay. Nope, that was shellfish stew. I could have sworn I made... What did I combine that with? Let's try it with char. What do you want? Look at it! Is that beautiful? Mickey can already hear the smashing sounds coming from inside. I'm sure she's a beaut. Try crushing something. It'll make you feel good. Let some of that rage out. What? I'm not going to explain it. Exasperated look. A child can do this. You make the machine go smash. It's a piece of cake. Here are a few rocks to get you started. Let it roar. I'll wait here and listen to the sound of crushing. Just keep pushing the activate button. That is entertaining. What else can I crush? What else can I crush? Failed experiment. What else can I crush? Sparks are flying. What did I get? Comet powder. Carbon powder. Lime powder. Cornflower. Windmill. Nope. Hard shell, soft cider, it's an egg, alright. Failed. Good. What do you want? Nope, go back out. Why do you guys stand right in front of the door? Why? Why? You crushed that rock like there was no tomorrow. I could hear it beg for mercy. That was pretty amazing. That felt good. You got some chops, Scout. I know you'll be able to do this next job. Look, Mickey needs a house. Not just any house. He needs a goddamn palace. Marble, gold mirrors, indoor palm trees, the whole 9 yards. Exasperated look. Something that would make our neighbors back home furious. Get it done. I probably need a clip of that sing-songy, exasperated look. If anyone knows how to do that. I haven't set up that button yet. Okay, that's a bouillabaisse. What the hell? Nope, we're looking at the recipes. Meat stew, meat and mushroom. Really? Meat, veggie, meat, mushroom, meat, veggie. Casserole, wonton soup. What did I just make? Fisherman's pie, seafood and flour. Bouillabaisse, fish, veggie. Okay, so if I make... No, I'm making... I am making... friggin' fried chicken. That's what I'm doing. Yep. Okay, what do we got? Build Bruce, picture frame, fried chicken, follow Giovanni, foundry, use the crusher to experiment, use the foundry, have fun. Glims, Oxbury, build a smithy. So what happens if I do tell the partner? Oxbury. What happens then? I didn't know what materials those were, but I just built. I don't want to get rid of a tool. I love a tool. He gets so excited. Cotton fabric, ash plank. I could build that. Okay, here we go. Not doing a good job. Did not do a good job. Super didn't do a good job. Super duper didn't do a good job. There we go. Lots of not good jobs. Hooray. What else did I need to make? Cotton fabric. Let's keep growing stuff. Gosh, I am tired. Oh, it's almost 9 o'clock. Dang, I should go to bed soon. How's everybody else doing? Did you have done anything fun lately? To drink this tea before bedtime. It's still really hot. Okay, let the record show that I started making tea at 7:30, and it's an hour and a half later and it's still hot. So this is a really good mug, but I'm annoyed. Rosie said, been quiet, had a nice session with the kiddos tonight. Oh yeah, I forgot you were doing that tonight. I'm glad that went well. Sounds like you've got a really good bunch of kiddos. I'm a little intimidated of playing running games with kids. I've actually played in a game that a kid ran. And that, whatever, right? That was actually a lot of fun. But like whatever on the nervous part. I'm worried about it and thinking about learning to do it for a company I really respect and admire. And I don't know. I don't know. I get nervous. I worry that I'm gonna let the kids down. I'm gonna ruin something. And what if I'm having a melty day? How do I interact with kids in that situation then? And there's a reason. There are a lot of reasons I will not be having kids, but come on, I just set you. Why you guys to be like that? Windmill. Yeah, you moved drastically for no reason. Windmill. I don't know. I really respect the people that can run games for kids. Y'all are amazing. I'm gonna support y'all any way I can, but I don't know how I can do it. It's not the kind of thing where I can be like, well, I'll try it. You can't try something like that. You gotta do it. You know, you're either gonna do it or you're not gonna do it. You gotta be careful with kids. You know? A lot of ways I'm better with kids than I am with adults because it's not that kids are predictable, but they're more straightforward in a lot of ways. You know, they haven't learned to beat around the bush yet. So if they don't like something, they tell you they don't like something. You know, if they want to do something, they tell you they want to do something. And, you know, there are exceptions, of course, and I'm talking about, like, kids. But still, I find it a little easier sometimes. Holy cats, that tea is hot, but I want to drink it because it has honey in it. I don't like to waste honey. Ooh, I got this new honey dispenser. It's normally honey dispensers. Rosie said, I couldn't handle my own kids for sure, but there's something about this age range and the fact that they all... Let's not fall off the table, huh? There's something about this age range and the fact that they are at where I was in my life at some point. Yeah, so you can... I was talking to somebody today who's younger than I am, and I can see them doing the same things I did at that age. It's very interesting. I think I just did something to my shoulder. I got it all. My house has never looked better. I think the gentleman in that photo is black. I think. I'm sure the other passengers are already jealous, but let's not rub it in their faces. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I like the representation, but I don't know if they're doing something wrong. I found something that you might like. It's good for my collection. Oh, so I got this honey dispenser. So normally honey dispenses out of it, you know, like out of a syrup container, right? Like you push the button and it you know, comes out the top, right? But if there's not a lot of honey in there and the honey is sank to the bottom, you know, you have to like tip it forever. It's difficult for me to hold positions like that for a long time. This is what I'm talking about. You don't mess around. Trying to fall out of the bed, cat? Mickey, what do you think? Right? I don't like that. That's already taken. Phantom Terror? That's no good. Give him a minute. Phantom Terror? Come on, this house is real nice. Oh, maybe he's talking about the... I think I know what he's talking about. Maybe a snack or something. Yeah. I have something to do on Oxbury. I have to follow Dude Man around, except I think this is my fried chicken and I have to go do the fried chicken and then give it to him and he's wanted this for so long. Please be fried chicken. If I made the recipe wrong, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh, fried chicken! I called it. Yeah, huh? I got some food for you. This always makes me think of my dad. He loved preparing food. He was an absolute genius in the kitchen. His meals would always turn out perfectly. Jealous. But while he was making them, he was angry. You couldn't take his focus away from making food. It was like he was trying to tame the kitchen or something. It was a fight to the death. He would always win. A meal could take him hours to prepare just right. It took him so long. I remember being a kid and when it was ready, I didn't care what food was in front of me. It could have been cereal for all I cared. I just hated watching him make food back then. Waiting for hours for a meal I didn't care about. But every time I eat this, it doesn't seem that bad anymore. Well, thanks, Sprout. Was that a positive interaction? I honestly cannot tell. Okay, I'm going to Oxford. I'm doing it right now. No, hey. Oh, what do you want? I think we should organize a big dinner for everyone on board. I'm not kidding around. Well, not everyone. Just a few people, maybe. I think it would bring spirits up. You should invite everyone and ask them what they want for dinner. Let's say 3 of your favorite dinner companions. What do you think? I'm definitely inviting a tool and the mushroom kid. But who else should I invite? What do y'all think? Should it be one of the sassy lions? Should it be the sassy bird? Or should it be the sassy hummingbird and his brother, the bull? Why is it nighttime? I don't want it to be nighttime. What is he doing? Oh, it's too much movement. Oh, that's so hot. I'm gonna burn my tongue. What? I don't like this. I don't like that I feel like I just helped that guy cheat. I will sell stuff to you now. I wonder if I can make different kinds of pie. Fishing a lot lately. I'm low on a lot of these meals. How's a pulsar ingot less than a silver ingot? Lightning in a bottle is 60. Is any of this worth anything? We should make silk fabric, but that's worth something. Oh, I'm so mad at that guy. I'm gonna go talk to the guy in this cafe. Found him yet? What? How much? 450,000 glims? Seriously, what a hack. It's way above what he normally charges. Where did he even get that number? Oh, I understand now. The apartment next to mine is currently on the market. The asking price is 450,000 glims, not negotiable. Very subtle, man. Also very creepy. You know what? I can't just let him fend for himself. He's so helpless. It's only been 3 days and he's already started conning innocent bystanders. I wonder what would happen if I just made that much money and then paid him that. Besides, I was already planning on letting him move back in. I just wanted to teach him a lesson. Just tell him he can come back, okay? I do not know where I found that guy. Make sure he understands from now on he has to do some chores. I can't do everything for him. I'm not his mom. Does it tell me where to find him? Ah. Dang it, I forget where he is. I think he was in a park. Was he in a park? How many ovals do I have? very tired today. And I'm super sleepy as well. Really don't want to waste this tea. If I could just heat it up in the morning. Oh, no, I don't want to drink sleepy tea in the morning. Maybe just microwave it tomorrow night. I really need to like make the tea, put it in this cup when I make dinner or something. We make dinner really late too, though. I make stuff until 6:30 tonight. Tomorrow is only Friday, y'all. Can you believe that? This week feels so long. Had enough spoons to do something like play D&D in a really long time. Like a couple of days. It's interesting. Oh, I don't know how to improve your house. Okay. Your house doesn't need improvement? Yours is improved. What about yours? Small fridge. Clear glass sheet. Clear glass sheet. Hi, kitten. That is a glass that had whiskey and sugar in it, so you probably don't want that. Whole lap it is. Now I need both of my hands to play this game. I guess that's not entirely true. Don't put your butt on me. Cats are so gross. Why do I have them? Oops. Where are those? Where's the... Whatever. Go to bed. Forever to ask me about wanting to do the event. Yeah. here this time and jump down. Maybe that's how it'll work. There, so I don't know what that is. Stella, you're running around all the time. You've been doing all these errands for everyone. He has to be my first mate. Sorry, I didn't make that out loud. He didn't want to take orders from the cat. Putting others in front of your needs. When I look at you, I see a little bit of myself. Did you know that? I want to let you in on a little secret. You might love to run around and help all these people, but you need to take some time for yourself. Listen to the man. You might like to help other people, but you need to take time for yourself. You can't take care of other people. You can't help other people unless you take care of yourself first. Do something that's only for you. It's something I never got to do myself. I suppose that's why I'm here. In this world, on this boat. That's why Viv and my daughters don't have me around anymore. Well, at least we got each other, Sprout. God. We talked to everyone you want to invite to our dinner. Oh, so it's not just him. Maybe it is him. Y'all never told me who else to invite. I'll invite Birdman. That over-energized friend of yours is organizing a dinner. Good thing you're taking care of the food, my dear. Let's see. Something that takes skill. Some tuna tataki, perhaps. That sounds decent. Well, at least he gave me the damn recipe. Oh, Stanley loves other people's food. Bring me some French fries. Lack of food. Yeah. Giving you a pear. Come on. That's what I'm giving you. You can deal with it. I think I'm gonna get to the next place I'm supposed to be and then I'm gonna go to bed. It's very late. Who else to invite? I think I kind of want to invite the hummingbird in the bowl because it makes me giggle, but he's so rude. I think the least rude and despicable person on this boat is the lady lioness, but she's still a butt sometimes. If I invite her but not him... Ugh. I don't know which one to invite. Okay, I'll do this one. Tool wants me at the dinner. Sure, I guess I should be there. I don't know. I'm not sure if I... Anyway, if I get there, I should eat some noodle soup. It'll probably be fun to talk to everyone, or not. See you there, Richkin. Do you want food? Can I feed you? What's a tool one? Now here comes the hard part. I need a sous chef, someone to help me prepare all the meals. A good chef always has a good team behind them. Believe you me, Stella, they make a great team. I'll just write down what everyone wanted. You just need to prepare it all. Rude. She looks exasperated. Again. The heavy lifting, you know? Got another errand for you to run. This one is fixing a problem you created. You gave us a house, which is nice and all. However, it's empty. Exasperated look. It's got nothing. You need to add some pizzazz to it. Mickey has always had a certain lavish lifestyle. However, I can't tell you what he wants. You'll just have to figure that out. We're not interior designers. Word of advice, Scout? Just get whatever's expensive and loud. Oh, I do not like that guy. Oh, I've forgotten everything they said. Beef fondue. That wasn't it. No, I've forgotten what they wanted. French fries. I can make French fries, potatoes and fat. I have noodle soup. What was the other thing? Something about fish? Yes, tuna tikka. Savory veggie. Well, I'm gonna make potatoes. Wait, I can use this to figure out savory veggie. Leaf veggie, root veggie. Aha, and olive, okay. Do that, and olive oil. So next I'll do fish and an olive. Right? I've had enough. I thought I was stronger than that, but obviously I was wrong. I can't tolerate that any longer. He's driving me up the walls. He's following me everywhere. He talks and talks and talks, and I know he lies. All the time. Everything he says is a blatant lie. What did you find out there? Was he cheating on me? Tell me. I knew it. I said yes. Thank you for telling me the truth, Munchkin. I knew I could count on you. It warms my heart to know that I can trust in someone. Now, please, you know what to do. I don't want to see his face anymore. He's out. Out of my house. Out of my hair. Talk to Giovanni. Was I wrong to say that he was cheating? That's what it looked like, and that's what he's known for. I don't get it. Things were going so well. I don't deserve to be treated this way. You're Astrid. She's got such an ill temper. What will I do now? I'll go, I suppose, but where? Over there by a tools workshop? Nope, too chilly. Up to Alice's cottage, maybe? No, that won't cut it. Alright, I'll think about it. See you around, Bambina. You were also hungry, so I'll feed you an apple. I don't know. Tuna. Has to be tuna. I've caught a tuna, haven't I? Haven't I caught more? Two albacore tuna. Wait until Astrid's ready to talk to me. Cooked tuna, yep, okay. Improve their house by adding something big, improve their house by adding something flashy, improve their house by adding something loud. I hate it. I don't even know. That's super cool. Super cool. Super cool, and I don't know what they want me to add. Love it. Very excited. I'll be more excited about it the next time I play one. Hopefully I'm not as tired.
Oh.
You talked to her? I'm talking to the desk maker. She said she'll have me back. Incredible. No more sleeping in the park. No more surviving off trash. Back to my dream life. Leisure and good food all day. Thank you so much. As a sign of appreciation, I'll even waive my fee. There you go. Here's the final design. Look at the curves. Look at the perfect fit of the materials. Truly a masterpiece. Vintage modernist desk. Well, ain't I a lucky duck? If I cut down the trees, is that person gonna yell at me again? Looks like it. I don't want a tool to go to the Evergate. I want to keep him forever. I probably can't do that, but I like him so much. He's my favorite. Everybody's yelling. Hang on a second. Let me undo this. I made 3 tuna tataki. Peanut, look at these jewels. For you, Bambina. No. No need to explain how. Shh, just take them. It's a gift. Dude. Flirts with other passengers. I do not like him. I don't know why, but it hurts to see him go. I didn't think it would, but here we are. Anyway, it was the right thing to do. Thank you for your help, Stella. Now I need some time. I need to be alone by myself for a little while, I think. Thank you, Munchkin. Thank you for being here by my side. I feel like I ruined everything. Wait, but I made all the dinners. Give tuna tataki to a tool. Give french fries to a tool. It's hungry as usual. Berries, yep. Thank you, berry day. Cool. Come here. Oh, I have to remember all the food stuff. One of these. Finer taste of Gustav always shines in his fine food choices. And then French fries. Of course, Stanley loves some French fries. And then noodle soup. Soup. Way to go, Astrid. We just need a place to eat now. I don't think the deck is the right place for a 5-course meal. What about the big city Hummingbird? So far away. That island with the shrine and the nice tables. Nothing too fancy, but still an eye on the town. I'll make us a nice spot. Let's head over there. Oh, goodness. Use the foundry to have fun. Because I think I've already put a boot in here. But I'll try it. Glue again. Crusher. Failed experiment. But I did it. Talk to Stanley. Finish up this one last quest. Go to sleep. He's asleep, isn't he? talk to him. Okay, can't finish up this one last quest. I think that he has to sleep outside on the couch. Okay. Y'all, I hope I have been sufficiently distracting this evening. I have distracted myself, which is good. I'm gonna head off now because I am sleepy and I've had a long... God, it feels like I've had a long couple of weeks and I know I just got back from break. What fun! So, I want to say, stream. You need to be careful with your own energy, and before you can give to other people, you gotta make room for yourself. It's very important. And I did a little bit of that tonight, and while I do feel bad because I wish I'd been able to give more, this is what I needed to do, and I am fortunate to have friends that can understand that and encourage me to do that. Find yourself with some friends like that. Come hang out with us. My friends know these things. It's a fine line between being selfish and being taking care of yourself. We're taught that a lot of things that are actually self-care are actually selfish. So I think if you talk to more people, especially in the communities that I'm in, you'll learn more about what self-care is. It's incredibly important. You can't do anything without taking care of yourself. So just keep that in mind. But I think you're all neat. I think we can get through this together. And hang in there. Reach out to your friends when you need them. And yeah, as always, take care of yourself. Alright, bye stream.